Welcome to this class. So in this lesson, we are going to look at arithmetic sequences. Okay. All right. So an arithmetic sequence, okay, has the general formula. Okay. If you want to find the nth term of an arithmetic sequence, okay, you use the formula T n. So meaning the nth term, right, of that arithmetic sequence is given by a plus n minus n, and then multiplied by d. So this a here is the first term. Okay, this is the first term, and then d is the common difference. Okay, common difference. So an example of an arithmetic sequence is something like this. So maybe I have 2, and then 4, and then 6, and then 8. Okay, so we can say this is an arithmetic sequence. Okay, why? Because the difference from one term to the one term to the other is constant. Okay, so we can say the common difference here is 4 minus 2, or we can say 6 minus 4, or we can say 8 minus 6. All these are going to give us 2, 2, 2. So 2 is the common difference between these terms. So if between these terms, so if you have a sequence, okay, that has a common difference between all the terms that it has, we call that as an arithmetic what? Sequence. So this 2 here, we are going to call it as our A, which will be our first term. And then the difference, you can get the difference of any 2 consecutive terms. Then you subtract them. Then you're going to get your what? Your D. Okay. And then this N will represent the number of terms that we have in that sequence. All right. So another important thing that we have to know under the arithmetic sequence, okay, we have to know how to calculate the sum, okay, of n terms. So the sum of n terms is given by the formula Sn is equals to n over 2. And then in the brackets, you're going to have 2a plus n minus 1, and then multiplied by d. Okay, so I've explained already that the n is just the number of terms, the a is the first term of that arithmetic sequence, and then the d is the what? Common difference. Okay, so on all the questions that we're going to be solving in this video, we're going to be using what? These 2 formulas here to find whatever they are asking us to find. All right, so we start with the first question here. So they're saying an arithmetic sequence has the first term 6 and common difference what? 10. So that means A is 6, and then D, which is the common difference, is what? 10. Okay, so 1, find the 15th term of the sequence. So it means our n there will just be what? 15. So we are using this formula. So we're going to say the 15th term is equals to A is 6 plus 15 minus 1, and then multiplied by the common difference, which is 10. So this will be 6. Okay. It will be 6. And then inside there, it will be 14 multiplied by 10. So this will be 6 plus 140. And then when we add 140 plus 6, we get 146. Okay. So this, the 146 is the 15th term of what? This arithmetic sequence. All right. Let's look at A2. So A2, they're saying, find the sum of the first 20 terms of this sequence. So we are using this formula now. So it will be S20 is equals to 20 over 2. And then we are multiplying 2 with the A. The A, we said it was what? 6. And then plus N, okay, which is 15 minus 1. And then multiplied by the D, which is what? 10. So this will be 10 outside, and then inside it will be 2 multiplied by 6, which is 12, plus this will be 14 multiplied by 10, which is 140. Okay, so it means we have 10, and then inside here, we're going to have 1, okay, we are going to have 160, 152, I mean. Okay, 152. Because when we add 12 to this, we get 150 what? 2. All right, and then from there, what are we going to do? Okay, so here I think I made a mistake. I used the n for this question. Supposed to use 20 there, so this one is not correct. Okay, let me erase everything. Okay, so we are saying this one is 10. Okay, and then this one here, it will be 12. And then in these brackets, okay, we are saying n minus 1. So n here is 20. So it's 20 minus 1. Okay, so it means I'll have plus. This will be 20 minus 1, which will be 19, and then multiplied by what? 10. So that would be 190. This is now correct. So I have 10, and then inside there, it will be 190 plus 12. So 190 plus 12, we're going to get 2. This will be 10, carry 1, and then there it will be what? 2. So that will be 202. And then 202 multiplied by 10, we're just adding another 0 to this number. So our answer will be 2020. So this is the sum of the first what? 20 terms. All right, so we go to the next question. So the next question, they're saying an arithmetic series has term A as first term A and common difference D. Okay, given that the sum of the first 9 terms is 54, show that A plus 4D is equals to what? 6. So remember the formula for the nth sum is equals to n over 2, and then inside I have 2A plus n minus 1, and then D. Okay, so we're going to use this formula here. So they're saying, given that the sum of the first 9 terms, so meaning our n is what? 9. Okay, so sum 9 is equals to 54. So here we're going to say sum 9, which is 49, which is 54, is equals to n over 2. N is 9 divided by 2, and then 2a, because we don't know the first term, plus, okay, so this n is 9. So there it will be 9 minus 1. So 9 minus 1 is 8. So this will be 8d. Okay, so that's what I have in the brackets. Okay, I have okay, I have 8d. So from there now, what can I do? Okay, so from here, we can actually multiply this 9 over 2 with everything that we have here. Okay, so we're going to say 9 over 2 multiplied by 2a. That will be 18a over 2 plus 9 multiplied by 8d. That will be 72d, and then divided by that 2. Okay, so this will be 54 is equals to 18 divided by 2. That will be 9a plus 72 divided by 2. That will be 36d. All right, and then from here, we can divide this guy by 9, divide this one by 9, divide this one by 9. So if I divide 54 by 9, I'm going to get 6 is equals to, if I divide 9a by 9, I'm going to get a plus, if I divide 60 by 9, I'm going to get 4d. Okay, so this is exactly what they wanted us to show here. So you can just write it in reverse now. 4d is equals to what? 6. So we can say hence C shown. So we've shown that A plus 4D is actually equals to what? To 6. All right, so let's look at B2. Okay, so on B2, what are they saying? So on B2, they're saying, given also that the 8th term is half the 7th term, find the values of A and what? B. So what they mean here is that the 8th term is equals to half the 7th term. Okay, but we know that the nth term is actually equals to A plus n minus 1, and then D. All right, so here on my left-hand side, my n will be what? 8. Okay, so I'm going to say this term here, the 8th term, is A plus, okay, and then I'll have 8 minus 1, and then D is equals to half. Okay, and then let's write the 7th term in brackets. So if you're finding the 7th term, then your n is 7. So this will be n plus 7 minus 1, and then multiplied by d. So this is what we have. So here on my left, I'm going to have a plus 7d is equals to half. And then in the brackets, I'm going to have a plus 6 what? D. So from this, we can get a second equation that is in form of, that is in terms of a and d. So this was our first equation. From this one, we can get our second equation. And then for us to find the values of a and d, we're going to solve them what? Simultaneously. Okay. So from there, what are we going to do? Okay. From there, what are we going to do? We can say this is a plus 4d is equals to. So half multiplied by this is the same as dividing this expression by what? By 2. So this one has 1. And then we can cross multiply from here. So 2 multiplied by this, we're going to get 2a plus 14d is equals to. And then here on my right, I'm going to have a plus 6 what? D. Okay, so now let's rearrange it nicely. Okay, let's rearrange it nicely. So if we get the like terms together, what are we going to have? We're going to have 2a minus a is equals to 6d minus 14d. So this will be a is equals to minus 80d. Okay, so wherever there's a, we're going to put this guy here. Okay, so we get this equation now. So a plus 4d is equals to 6. So where there's a, we put minus 8d plus 4d is equals to 6. So this will just be minus 4d is equals to 6. Okay, why did I write 8 there? So this is minus 4d is equals to 6. So it means d will just be equals to minus 6 over what? 4. Okay, we can divide this one by 2 to be minus 3. Divide this one by 2 to be minus 2. So our d is just minus 3 over what? 2. All right, so since we have the value of d, we can find the value of a. So a will just be equals to minus 8, and then d is minus 3 over 2. Okay, so we can divide this 2 into this 8. We're going to get minus 4 multiplied by minus 3, which will just be what? 12. So a there is 12. So we're done with this question. Next question. Okay, so in this question now, we are saying the fourth term. Okay, so term 4 of an arithmetic sequence is 3, and the sum of the first 6 terms is 27. Find the first term A and the common difference D. Okay, so from these two statements, we're going to come up with what? 2 equations. Okay, so the nth term is A plus n minus 1 multiplied by D. So fourth term, it means our n is 4. So it will be term 4, okay, which is just 3. So I'll write 3 is equals to A plus, since it's term 4, here to be 4 minus 1. So that will be 3D. Okay, so this one will be my first equation. Okay, so we can write it in terms of A. Okay, we're going to say A is equals to 3 minus 3D. Okay, so we're going to use this one later. And then let's go to the sum. So summation under arithmetic sequence, just n over 2, then 2a plus n minus 1, and then d. So this is what we have, right? Okay. So now we're told the sum of the first 6 terms. So I'm going to put 27. So it means the n is 6. So this will be 6 over 2. And then this will be 2a. Okay, here it will be 6 minus 1. So that will be 5 multiplied by d. So 5d. So this is what I have. Okay. And then from here, what can I do? Okay, what can I do from here? I'm going to say, let's write 27 is equals to, and then we can multiply this 6 over 2 with whatever we have. Okay, so 6 over 2, in fact, before you even multiply, let's do this. So this one is 27, right? And then this one, 6 over 2 is just 3. And then I have 2a plus 5d. So we can divide both sides by 3. Okay, if I divide this side by 3, the 3 will go. If I divide this side by 3, it will be 9 is equals to 2a plus 5 what? D. So that's what we have there. Okay, we have 2a plus 5d is equals to 9. So this one here will be our what? Second equation. So now let's solve this equation and this equation simultaneously. Okay, so we can clean the other things here. Okay, so remember, I'm using this one to just be 9 is equals to 2, but a is equals to this. So 3 minus 3d plus 5d. Okay, so 9 is equals to, this one here will be 6 minus 6d plus 5d, which will be 9 minus 6 is equals to minus 6d plus 5d, it's minus d. And then here, I'm going to get minus 3 is equals to minus d. So it means d will just be equals to what? 3. So our d is 3. Or maybe I've made a mistake. Okay, yeah, I made a mistake here. Because this one here has to be positive like this. Because 9 is bigger than 6. So 9 minus this should just be 3, not minus 3. Then here I have minus c, d. So I divide both sides by minus. So it means d will be minus 3. Right, so since I have d, I can find my a. So our a will just be a is equals to 3 minus 3, and then d is minus 3. So this will be 3, and then minus 3 multiplied by minus 3, that will be plus 9. Okay, so from there, I'm going to get my a is just equals to be equals to what? To 12. Okay, so our final answer is a is equals to 12, and then d is equals to what? Minus 3. And we are done with arithmetic progression. Okay, so we are done with this video. But I got these questions from tutorial sheet 5. Okay, of those who are doing A-levels at Unidas or pre-mates. Okay, so if you'd like to access the full solutions to all these questions here that you can see, okay, I've solved them already. They are there on the website. You can register in the link below. You'll find a link to our website. Okay, you also find a guidance video that will guide you on how to register. Okay, and then once you register, you go in the folder for the tutorial sheets. Okay, you're going to find the solutions, the full video solutions to all these questions here, where I was explaining how to come up with the answers. All right, so thank you so much for watching and have a blessed night.